I'd like to thank you for attending Committee of Adjustment meeting. I'd like to remind everyone as we get underway that this meeting is in person and online through Zoom and is being recorded. Everyone online will be muted with the exception of the committee members and staff. All comments and questions are to be directed through the chair from committee members, staff, and the public. I'd like to remind the committee members that you must speak into the microphone so that everyone online and in person can hear you. For those attendees that are online, excuse me, your video picture will not be displayed. You will be muted and will not be able to unmute yourself during an application you have not requested to attend unless you raise your hand. At the beginning of each application, I will call the application forward. The owner or applicant in attendance may come to the table to your right to speak with the committee. This microphone is live and you must speak into it. If the owner or applicant is online, you will be unmuted. Committee will ask for comments from the public during each application. Please provide your name and address for the public record. All comments, questions should be directed to the chair and only speak when it is your turn. If you're in person and would like to speak to an application one at a time, you may approach the podium and speak. This microphone will be live. If you're in the video portion of the Zoom meeting and you would like to speak and your microphone is muted, please click on the raise hand button located on the bottom of your screen. Staff will notify me that you wish to speak. If you're attending by telephone and wish to speak, please dial *9 to raise your hand, which will signal staff that you wish to speak. Once a decision has been made, concerning your application, you're welcome to leave the hearing while the committee continues with the next application. Members in attendance today are Bruce Craig, Paul Veenstra, Todd Robertson, and myself, Jim Keogh. Our staff in attendance are Senior Planner Lindsay Lambert, Planner Kyle Peel, and Secretary Treasurer Amanda McKellar. First on the agenda today is adoption of the agenda. Any committee members have any changes they wish to make?
No, sir.
None here.
Nope.
Nor do I. So we need a mover and a seconder. Moved by Paul, seconded by Todd. That the agenda be adopted as circulated. All in favor?
Yes.
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 Carried. Second on the agenda is the adoption of the minutes from our March 31st meeting. Any committee members have any changes or suggestions?
None here.
None here.
Nope.
Nor do I. So we need a mover and a seconder again. Okay, moved by Bruce, seconded by Todd. That the application or that the minutes of the March 31st, 2026 hearing of the Committee of Adjustment be adopted as circulated. All in favor?
Yes.
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 I'm also carried. Is anyone with a declaration of interest, pecuniary or otherwise?
None here.
None here.
No.
Nor do I. So first application today is D13-2026-008-16 Jackstraw Lane. Yeah. Amanda, would you give us your take?
Yes. Oh. Somehow I muted us. Yes, and we have the owners and the agent here today. So the subject application is requesting a permission to increase the floor area, height, and lot coverage of a legal non-complying dwelling by demolishing the existing 206.8 square meter dwelling and constructing a new expanded dwelling with a total floor area of 232 square meters. The requested increase in maximum height is from 5 meters to 8.5 meters. The requested increase in lot coverage is from 11.6 to 13%. The existing dwelling is legal non-complying with respect to the minimum setback from the high water mark of the water body. The minimum 30-meter front yard setback provision and maximum lot coverage provision of the shoreline residential zone of the township zoning bylaw.
Okay, thanks, Amanda. Lindsay, would you give us your report, please?
Thank you, Chair, and through you. So this subject application, as noted by Amanda, is requesting a permission to increase the floor area, height, and lot coverage of a legal non-complying dwelling, and that is through demolishing the existing dwelling and constructing a new expanded dwelling. Per the submitted plot plan, the proposed development does not encroach into the established water body setback of the existing dwelling. A new septic system is proposed, which per the submitted plot plan complies with the minimum 30-meter setback from the river, and the septic system will be further reviewed through the building permit process. The application has been reviewed to be consistent with the land use planning documents that apply to the township, and in particular, the township OP policies for the expansion of a legal non-complying structure. The expansion of the floor area, height, and lot coverage is consistent with the existing built form along Jack Straw Lane, and no undue adverse impacts are anticipated. Staff are not in receipt of any correspondence from members of the public on this application, and the CRCA has provided written comments noting no concerns with the approval of the application in their review from a natural hazards policy and regulatory perspective. And in summary, staff are recommending approval of this application in accordance with the details and conditions enclosed within the staff report. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other public comments?
Nope, just the comments from the Conservation Authority with no objections, and we have not received any further written public comments.
Thank you. Is there anyone in the audience that wishes to speak to this application? Okay. Yeah.
Hi, my name's Mike Preston, and I'm the agent for Carolyn Whitworth and James Murray, who are the owners of 16 Jack Straw Lane. Just wanted to point out a couple of things. One thing in Lindsay's report, it states the application proposes to replace the existing structure with an expanded footprint and at the same setback from the high water mark of the St. Lawrence River. We're actually improving the setback. We are meeting one of the corners. The northeast corner we're keeping at the same setback as the existing house, which is 17.85 meters. Currently, the closest point of the existing house is 14.4 meters, so we are improving it by almost 3.5 meters. And then secondly, in the elevations, there's a stone fireplace I show. I think we're going to do a gas fireplace instead of a masonry fireplace, so that'll probably just be a direct vent, so there won't be a chimney, but I don't know if that has any bearing on anything, but just thought I'd mention it.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you.
Committee members, start with Todd. Any questions for the applicant?
I don't have any questions or concerns. The revised, especially the revised application, I think was well thought out, and I made particular note of what Mr. Preston just spoke to about. In essence, it's shifting the building itself back a little bit, and I'm pleased to see the new septic system. So no questions or concerns.
Bruce?
I have no real concerns. It is minor in nature. Noted by looking at the drawings for the proposed dwelling, it doesn't appear to be so much as an increase in height as an increase in depth because of the lay of the land, where the one end of the structure appears to be two-story, but I think it's more because the land dips down, but it's not what you think of as a high two-story home. So I have no concerns.
Yeah, Paul?
No concerns here.
I don't either, other than to say no. I see you increase the setback, and new septic's always a good thing, so. Okay. So. Need a mover and a seconder? Moved by Todd, seconded by Bruce. Excuse me, moved by Todd, seconded by Bruce, that application D13-2026-008 be approved. Oh, okay. As I don't see anybody, but I'll ask anyway. Is there anyone in the public that wishes to speak to this application?
And sorry, yes, you did ask, and then the agent spoke, so I just wanted to make sure we gave another
Oh.
opportunity. But no, I'm not seeing any comments from the public.
Good. So. Been moved by Todd, seconded by Bruce, that application D13-2026-008 be approved subject to conditions as included in the planner's report and decision of the committee. We're ready to vote.
Yes.
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 I'm also carried. I thought I'd ask. What are you doing here? Trying to confuse me here.
Me just making sure.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, next on the agenda is D13-2026. Yep. -00969 Benson Park Road. Amanda, would you give us your story?
Yes, and we have the agent online if you have any questions. One sec here.
No, I don't believe we have any. Cernaldo Armentino.
Thank you. Okay, so the subject application is requesting a permission to expand an existing legal non-complying dwelling with a 10.5 square meter attached uncovered deck is proposed on the north side. The existing dwelling is legal non-complying with respect to the minimum setback from the high water mark of a water body and the minimum 30-meter setback of the island residential zone of the township zoning bylaw.
Hey, Lindsay, would you give us your report, please?
Thank you, Chair, and through you. So as noted, this is a permission application for the property known as 69 Benson Park Drive. And the proposal is to expand the dwelling through the addition of a 10.5 square meter attached uncovered deck on the north side of the existing dwelling. The existing dwelling is legal non-complying with respect to the minimum setback from the high water mark of the water body adjacent to the property, and as well as with the minimum 30-meter front yard setback of the island residential zone. This property has received approvals in the recent past from the Committee of Adjustment, one application in 2024 as well as another one in 2025, both for permissions related to the expansion of the legal non-complying dwelling. Per the submitted plot plan, the proposed development does not encroach further into the established water body setback of the existing dwelling. The application has been reviewed to be consistent with the land use planning documents of the township. Staff are not in receipt of any correspondence from members of the public regarding the application, and the CRCA has reviewed this application and provided written comments noting no concerns with the approval of the application, and I believe noting that there is a permit required from the CRCA for the proposed scope of work. And in summary, staff recommend approval of the application in accordance with the details and conditions that we've enclosed within the staff report. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Amanda, any other comments?
No, we just received the comments from the Conservation Authority with no objections, and we have not received any further written public comments.
Thank you. Is there anyone in the audience that wishes to speak to this application?
No, we have no one in the audience or no one online looking to speak to the application.
Okay, so with you, Todd, any questions for the applicant?
No, I don't have any questions.
Bruce?
I have no questions or concerns.
Paul?
Nope, nothing here.
Nor do I. So we need a mover and a seconder. Moved by Paul, seconded by Bruce. Moved by Paul, seconded by Bruce, that application D13-2026-009 be approved subject to the conditions as included in the planner's report and the decision of the committee. We're ready to vote.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
I am also carried. Any other business?
No, we have no other business other than just to say, like, we've got 3 applications coming up for the next agenda, but I don't believe any of them are boat rides. So, yep, go ahead, Todd.
Just, any update on filling the vacancy that's on this committee?
Yes, we received 2 applications. And so now it's gone back to council for review and consideration.
Thank you.
Paul?
question for either Kyle or Lindsay. This last one, like this is the 3rd time, their plan is getting so populated with stuff. I had to blow it up a couple 100% to see where the, what they were proposing. What these other guys did on Jack Straw, like with the colors, like showing the outline of the existing, then the overlay of the new one, and that sort of thing was nice format. I don't know if in the future, if they could just throw a color in with the you know, if it's gonna be like what they're doing at Jack Straw, they do an overlay like that, different colors or shaded in or just enlarge, an enlargement. I didn't, like, it took me 5 minutes to go on the computer, but I don't know if other people are having,
Just walk through.
if they don't have a computer, which I would think they probably do, but they would have a hard time seeing that. Even with glasses, I couldn't see on that plan where it said the new deck. But all
That's a good point,
I'll-
Paul. Yeah, it's sometimes a challenge when there is a property with a lot going on and evolving level of construction over the years. But we'll make note of that, and we do strive to get the best possible information possible for the public and for the committee members, but
Sure.
make note of that.
I
Thank
I think they're,
Marked in red ink, Paul. They
Pardon?
marked that on the drawing in red ink. I took a look at it and I said, doesn't make sense to me. So I went during the daytime when they were there and I said, you got whatever, just walk through and
Yeah.
had a look at it. I couldn't make solid that, not an architect.
their design person would probably have it all layered in CAD. They could just turn off a number of layers
Yeah.
so that there's a lot less on the plan,
Yeah.
that you're looking more at the, just they gave a lot more information than we needed, but
Anybody else with any thought? No. So we need a mover and a seconder to adjourn. Moved by Todd, seconded by Paul. But the Committee of Adjustment will adjourn to meet again at the call of our Secretary Treasurer Amanda. All in favor?
Yes.
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 Carried. We're out of here.
Perfect. Thank you, everyone.